On the next two examples, we want to find the relative maximum, minimum, and zeros of the function. In this, we are going to use a graphing calculator. We've done this procedure before, so what we're going to do is go to the y-editor and enter a negative x cubed. And for cube, we're going to hit math and number 3 for the cube and plus 27x. Then we're going to hit zoom 6, which is our standard window on our TI-84 calculator. And notice that I can see my x values, but I cannot see my y values. Therefore, I need to reset my window. So I go to Window, and I notice that my standard form is going to be max and min of my x value, which are 10 units to the left and right of my y-axis, and for my y min and max, 10 units above and below the x-axis, and they count by a scale of 1. We have our x values, which are visible on our standard screen, but we need to change our y values. So I'm going to scroll down to my y min, and I'm going to take a guess at a negative 60. If that doesn't work, I'll come back and reset my window again. Then I need to have my max at a positive 60 because I can't see above or below my x-axis far enough to see those values. Scale of 1 is too small to really be visible on the screen, or it'd be too cramped. So what I need to do is find a multiple of 60, and I'm going to use 5. We could have used 6, we could have used 10. And then what we do is hit graph and see if we can see our relative max, min, and our zeros. And we do. Notice I have a relative minimum, a relative maximum, and 1, 2, 3 zeros. We can calculate the relative max and min by hitting second trace. And we're going to go for the maximum first. That's number 4. And what I need to do is find the left bound. I need to be to the left of my highest relative maximum. So I'm going to scroll to a point just below the max and hit enter. Now they want the right bound, so I want to the right of my max, just below that. Hit enter. Then it's going to guess for me. And I'm going to get 3 for my x value and 54 for my y value. I'm going to follow the same procedure to calculate my minimum. But I'm going to hit number 3 when I hit second trace. And I'm going to scroll to my left bound. And I need to be left of my minimum. Hit enter. Now to the right of my minimum. Hit enter, and then ask it to guess. And here, my relative minimum is, when I round, negative 3 and a negative 54. Now I can find zeros by the same procedure, hitting second trace, and I can use number 2, which is a 0. And it wants to be to the left of my 0, and that would be, in this instance, this 0 I'm going to find first, above it. Remember, a 0 is an x-intercept and a solution of the polynomial. So I hit enter, then I want to be to the right, hit enter, and then guess, and it gives me my first 0 at a negative 5.20. And I can follow the same procedures to find my next 2 zeros. What I got was 5.2 and 0. So now you can see I had my 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3, and my relative maximum and relative minimum.